Yeah, because then, I mean, worst case scenario, we'll have the first little bit. We can piece it together.
Yep.
Because it sounds like it happened right about
As the song started?
As the song started, yeah.
All right, well, we are up now. Damn.
Weird.
Yeah, that was
What'd you
really
change
weird.
the name to?
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
All right, so...
Yeah, just jump back into it, see what happens.
Just jump back into the song?
Just jump back into live.
I'm in live. We're live.
We're live, like people can hear us?
All right, yeah, we'll listen. We got through most of the
same
song.
link?
Yeah. It should be the same link and everything. Yeah, we got one viewer joining us right now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we don't know what happened. We think we got shut down because of our title, which we were just naming a city in Ohio. So we went from being called Westerville, Ohio, to being Oh Hey. Someone probably clicked on it and was watching. Go, these guys aren't doing that.
Yep.
And report.
Yeah.
So maybe we
We'll
got reported.
find out.
Yeah, we got reported. This is amazing.
They will tell us.
They will.
Yeah.
They will tell us when our whole thing gets shut down. So apologies to everybody that is watching live, and in the future, we'll see how this edits together, and we'll see exactly what the fuck winds up being the end result there. But we're going to get, we can get that song up online so everybody can hear it. Do we want to just jump back into the song and play it from the beginning, or what do we do?
I guess we can.
Let's just jump right back into the song, play it from the beginning. If you are listening live, again, sorry for the delay here. We're jumping back into Ashes, our Brunch Weekly original single.
It was your computers that fucked up. It wasn't us.
It wasn't us
Yeah.
at
If you're
all.
just joining us now, we fucking get a new fucking router. You
And
dumb.
all of you combined get a new router.
Man.
All right, so we're gonna jump back into the song, and we will see you guys in about 4 minutes. Enjoy.
Yeah.
How many times can we hide where the feeling goes to die? Twice we've let the year come to pass. How much further? How much further? How much further does this go? The choice was ours to make. Tell we could escape. Why fear the future? It'll all come to pass. Burn down the past, leave it all with us. Clearing these ashes, it's by all of us. How could this delight grow? Whose turn was it to go? What happened once will come again and leave us in the waste. How much further? How much further? How much further does this go? We're backwards with our lives. We've retreated in our minds. Why fear the future? It all comes to pass. Burn down the past, leave it all with us. Clearing these ashes, it's by all of us. ashes. It's by others. Don't look, we're running out of time. Holding on, but wait. Don't look, we're running out of time. Holding on, but wait.
All right, guys. There we go. All the way through this time. All the way through. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties there before. And if you're listening in the future and we fix them and you can't tell, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? All right. So at least Tracksuit Panda's able to watch. It's good. Since he's not right there. Now you're seeing on camera right above us in the upstairs chairs now. And we'll switch him over to the big screen. You can meet Mr. Walter Lee, followed by his panda right there and his panda's baby.
This is Patty.
That's Patty.
And RJ.
And RJ?
Yep.
RJ stand for anything?
Roscoe Jr.
Roscoe
We usually
Jr.
have an actual track-suited panda with us. But
I was going to say, I was
he's our
looking at
drummer.
a couple pictures. Do you ever play like full sets with everybody else wearing full...
We all wear full tracksuits.
Full tracksuits and panda hats? So does anybody
Sometimes
wear
there's panda
full panda heads?
Yeah, so if you, if you go on our Facebook page, you can see some of the photos.
Okay, because I didn't know if that was like if you like staged a really awesome picture, all of you wearing them, or if that was just a live shot.
It was both.
Okay.
So there's one where we're staged around a fire pit.
Yeah,
with
I saw
4
that.
people wearing
Yeah.
panda heads, and then we're on stage with them too.
Yeah.
We usually just toss them in the crowd, and people like wear them. And
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, awesome. That's great. And then we also have Andy Torado. Now, you are the drummer, correct, Andy?
No.
What are you? Oh, you're the drummer.
No, the drummer was
You were
supposed
not
to come.
Oh, the drummer was going to...
Right, but
That's...
he's sick, so he couldn't make
You know
it.
what's really funny? When I was like, oh, I gotta make sure I get have the guy's name right because this is the first time we're meeting Andy. I went, I think his name's Andy, and I think he's the drummer. And then you went, yeah, Andy Torado, and I went and asked about how to pronounce his name, and I was like, all right, yeah, so drummer. I just confirmed myself there. So what do you do in the band?
I played the electric triangle, actually.
Nice,
Yeah.
the electric triangle. How difficult is that for you?
It's pretty fucking hard because
Yeah.
there's like three
sides.
points. You know what I mean? And it's like which one?
And
hit?
is it still metal? Do you get shocked still when you hit it?
Yeah,
Get shocked?
you gotta worry about voltage.
Yeah, you gotta worry about voltage, and you gotta wear thick rubber gloves, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be an awesome way to have a triangle
Yeah.
that electrocuted you when you played it.
Yeah, no, that in itself is a
think you're onto
performance,
something.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I would go see that show.
Come see us. Yeah. Playing at Xfinity this Saturday.
Xfinity, yeah. it's
Hell
gonna be crazy.
yeah, hell yeah. Now, Walter, you do the lead vocals for the group
Lead vocals
and guitar,
and
correct?
rhythm guitar.
Awesome. Now, just to kind of get a little knowledge about you guys and your style of music before we jump into your single here. How do you define yourself? How do you define your band? What genre do you go
Holy
with?
crap. We do a lot of reggae, rock, I guess.
Okay.
More in that ska realm. So a lot of the influences come from Sublime,
Hell yeah.
maybe like some Dirty Heads or all that whole realm. And then like alternative rock. I mean, like our influences come from all over. So it's it's like alternative rock, classic rock, reggae, funk.
And classic rock
Funk
is a
is
good
probably
segue.
bigger on
Funk,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
do like
Yeah.
Funk is.
Who else is
yes.
in? How many people in the?
So it's a 5-piece. So it's me, Andy, and then Andre is the drummer, and then Ty is playing bass.
Okay.
Oh,
And
nice,
then
nice.
Jake is playing keys. Jake Reeder.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jake Frieder, man.
Fuck
I
yeah.
was. He kept telling me that he was doing something with you. That he was going. I was like, all right, but I didn't know that he was in this group.
Yep,
That's cool.
Yep.
He's
So
good, man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Now, you said that classic rock is a big influence. I mean, I think for most musicians, kind of hard to avoid it. The song that we're going to be playing here tonight it's one of my favorite songs. It's literally, I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not just like blowing smoke. I listened to the song that we're about to hear about 10 times today. Just like kept playing. Once it was done, I was like, nope, go back, because it makes me. And we'll get into this a little bit after we listen to it. It makes me want to roller skate. It really makes me want to fucking roller skate.
Not a roller skate.
Oh yeah, and I'll be there. Don't worry, I'll be there. These guys, they're shooting a music video.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after we listen to the song. So this is your cover of "Dancing in the Moonlight," and originally King Crimson, right? Is it
King Harvest?
King Harvest. King Crimson.
I like King Crimson better.
I was like,
though.
King Harvest.
It's like you're saying that you like Piano Man.
Prog rock.
Prog rock. Okay, all right. So yeah, I'm switching those names up there. But yeah, so they. I wouldn't mind hearing their version of that. That'd be pretty fucking dope.
Right.
Be 30 minutes longer, maybe. But,
probably.
Yeah. It would be the whole album. Maybe one half of an album at least. So what was the reason for choosing this song? Has it just been a favorite of yours? Was it a group decision?
So there was
how did it work?
There was actually an instance we were playing. It was one of the earlier shows. We actually played ESU's College Radio Day.
Oh, nice.
And it was before we played Waterfalls from TLC. We do a lot of covers.
Yeah.
That's how we kind of started. We have like 1 or 2 originals written.
Well, people come in for the covers. They like you for the covers, and then they hear your originals. That's a great way to...
That's pretty much like the plan, I guess you could call it. But so we were about to play like Waterfalls, and like either I broke a string or I was out of tune or something. And I was like, Jake, just play something while we're killing no dead air time. I hate dead air time on stage. So he starts playing this thing, and I'm like, oh, what's that? He goes, oh, it's Dance in the Moonlight. I was like, don't forget, we got to do that song because I really like, because he was playing it like real nice.
Yeah.
There's actually a video on YouTube of me talking to him in that instance.
Really?
Of deciding to do that song.
Fuck yeah.
Right.
Sweet.
So it's actually pretty cool. I was watching it today and I forgot all about it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was watching through a couple of your other live performances as well. And yeah, you definitely have that reggae funk feel to it. But this just, and this is all praise when I say this. Again, I feel like I should be on the roller rink. It's fucking like disco fever in the best fucking way.
I love it.
And you can see obviously the image that you're going to be seeing soon while the video is playing.
Yep.
You're totally digging into that as well. You're definitely on there.
My wife made that artwork too.
Fuck yeah.
She drew that.
Now, did I hear correctly that Mr. Christian Porter does some vocals on this recording at all?
No,
or is it another one?
He's been helping me with like vocal production.
Nice.
So he's been in the background helping me like when I recorded the vocals, he was there and he was like making sure like don't do that again. Pretty much like what you do with this group. What Zach does.
Fuck yeah. So he came in and like kind of helped produce your vocal lines and everything.
He did mostly vocal production.
Man knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. And I gotta say, I mean, we're gonna listen to it. Everyone's gonna hear it, but I've heard you sing before, and this came out. I was like, whoa. And I had a little boner for Walter Lee about 8 seconds into.
So you wish you were in the Pandas position.
Yes, I really. We could switch. Zach will have a nice, comfy Panda.
He wishes you would turn around.
Yeah. I wish I was in the Pandas position and you were turned around. And you were singing, looking up at me with a microphone in your hand. All right. What kind of microphone? Yeah.
What?
And then it's getting
Very
solo.
microphonic.
Yeah. It's a lapel mic, but whatever. So again, this is their. I got a small wiener, Zach.
I got it.
It's not big. You know,
It's the
thing about mocha penises. They're small, but they don't work. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, let's jump in without any more delay. Let's jump right into your fucking killer dancey cover of Dancing in the Moonlight. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Enjoy, everybody.
Get it almost every night when the moon is big and bright. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight, but they don't bark, they don't bite, they keep things loose, they keep things tight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. moonlight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. We get it almost every night when the moon is big and bright. It's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. Such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Dancing in the Moonlight. The really, again, fucking, just so fucking dancey. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't want to have been sitting the entire time.
You gotta
Like,
dance in your random spot with
yeah,
that song.
now I'm sitting here just like,
Whoa, I heard a lady voice.
Whoa, are they getting ad play? You guys better check out your fucking YouTube monies. Sounds like you're getting ad plays over here. Oh, they've demonetized us and given you money all in one episode.
Hey,
We don't
that'll
make
make
money.
more
We owe
people want to
YouTube
be on
money
the
now.
show.
Hopefully.
Is it when you
hopefully.
ever talk about money, you start sounding like a little Jewy?
No. They just slow down my voice when I start bitching about us not getting ads yet. You know, just roll, and they just fuck the whole thing up. All right, so yeah, there you go. All right, so come on, again, guys. So again, Tracksuit Panda's here at the studio. We got Andy, we've got Walter. Andy, we're just meeting you tonight so far. I dig your style. And you're hanging out with this guy, so it's a little bit questionable, but I'm still digging your style. Now, Walter, we all, on a personal level, we all worked together at the same time.
I was thinking about that.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like,
Not
all right,
the same
so
time. I worked with him at a different time than you worked with him.
Is that right?
Were you working there when I worked there?
I don't think so.
Okay, so then we never worked there at the
But
same time.
I'm pretty sure I played with Walter before we
yeah, we
worked
had
together.
way back at when we worked at Buck Hill.
Buck
Yeah.
Hill, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
first time we played together. Yeah,
So
Was it with Ian? I think it was
with Ian. Yeah, that
how
was
long ago was that?
10 years ago.
Probably about 10 years ago.
Damn. Hell yeah. So you guys go back way further. Walter, my first introduction to you was as your boss.
It was about 7 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty long.
It's been about like 6-7 years, I guess. Time flies when you're not paying
Things
attention
haven't
to
changed.
things.
Here we are.
But
On your show.
I got hired to be the front of house manager, which basically was a glorified host position. That just means I
Pretty
had
much.
to fucking yell at the give me another
The
beer.
servers.
Oh, another beer. You got it. Yeah.
Everyone just comes to you with all the problems.
But yeah, so it was just like I showed up like one day, and it was just like, this Kyle, he's going to be your manager. And in his head, he's going, oh, you're all fucked. And then it was like the busiest day right off the bat. But we had, we met each other there. And then the first time I ever knew that you played music was like 2 weeks into me working there as the manager. You played at the...
I think I did.
You played on the old Sarah.
With me.
With you.
Was it with you?
Yeah.
So this might be the first time I really remember...
played there with
really
you that
remember
show
either of
twice,
you playing
I
music.
believe.
Was it twice?
Yeah.
It was you, me, and Ian, because Ty was on the... I think he was on the Appalachian
I know.
Trail.
I played a couple shows with you guys. When Ty would go on the Appalachian Trail, they'd come and be like, Ty's on the trail. Can you play a gig? Again. And then I would fill in.
That's definitely the cat country. They don't got my Mumford no more, so I'll keep listening.
They don't? They don't listen? They don't do the Mumford thing?
No, not in cat country. I don't think they will. I don't think it's too far in the pop.
We've gone backwards. I'm sorry.
It's all right. That's literally what this show's all about. Then the first time that I ever knew that either of you played music was that day. It was like the same day. And I was like, holy shit. And even Slacky said in the chat here while the song was playing that he remembered you at the first time at karaoke and you were just like a natural. And it was just like all of those things, I was like, oh, it's just like Walter. He's the one that doesn't bother me. Like that's like you're the one that doesn't piss me off, and that I don't have to go tell to put on deodorant 4 times a shift. Names will not be named. But we hope you're having fun down south.
He's actually back up.
Oh, is he back up? I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
Still stinking?
Just all over West. Actually,
I don't know. But I
I
felt so bad about that, like having to go like, hey, do you wear deodorant?
Yeah.
And he's just like, I do. It's just like it
knows.
doesn't hold.
He knows.
And so I literally just had to like keep a thing, and I was just like, here you go, just like put it on like every 45 minutes because if Barry walks by, and it's just kind of like oh whatever thing. I never noticed it until somebody went oh like hey, and I was like oh. I guess so. Like if you're at a table and someone leans over to grab a tray or something. Let me get that cup and now you're not going to eat no more. So I understand it, but
I don't remember that.
Food. Yes, here's your food and my sweat glands. But yeah, so I met you guys there, and then I think the first time I saw you play was what was it was a Demagogue? Was that
Demodex?
Demodex. I knew it was something demo.
Demodex Duo.
Yeah. So that was the first time I saw you play out other than at Jock and Jill's, and then I've also known you to be a part of Spicy Omelet. Spicy Omelet. Yeah.
Two release songs on that.
Yeah, that was. We were trying to. I was like, "What was the name?" We're like buying beer earlier. I'm like, "What was the name?" And I'm just like,
that was a hip
like
hop thing.
Hot sauce tuna fish
it was
or something.
More, it wasn't hip hop. It was similar to what Tracksuit Panda was, but it had a sense of I don't know what you'd call it. Fusion, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And that was gonna be my follow up. There is, did Spicy Omelet lead pretty much directly to you starting this group, or was there a lot of time in between?
There was a lot of time in between. After Spicy Omelet, I was, Tracksuit wasn't even originally my idea at the beginning. It was actually Andre wanted to start a band, and I was after Spicy Omelet. I was a little like, oh man, I don't know if I want to do this again because it ended. I was like, I didn't want Spicy Omelet to end.
Yeah.
It just ended because everyone was so busy. I couldn't.
I
couldn't get everyone together.
Working and trying to be a musician.
Exactly. And
that's why we play shows to backing tracks.
Right.
Only me and Justin have to show up.
Oh my god, that's funny.
It works.
Yeah,
but
it does work.
But after that, and then I started going to like open mics again, just jamming out, all that kind of stuff. Because I love playing just with like a bunch of people. And
hell yeah.
Started going to the one in Pocono Brewing Company, is where pretty much I met John and Jake and Andre. I had met Andre previously, but I met Andre there, like started really talking to him there, and then we just pretty much pulled those guys together into the group. And then,
so is Andy then? Are you the most recent introduction
pretty much
to the group?
John was the bass player originally, and now he's in college. So he had no more time, so he had to go to college and do his thing. So now Ty stepped in. Ty's now the bass player.
Very cool.
So John's actually on that recording.
All right. So when was this recorded? This
was probably originally recorded back in August.
Damn, man,
sat
that's
on
really...
it for a while.
Still, that's really fucking good. Like you said, this mix has fucking been bugging you. I thought
Well,
you've been
yeah,
working on
'cause
it for
I've been-
9 months, like 10 months. Like you was like,
No.
haven't gotten it right yet.
It's just been 2 months, just every day.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you.
But
now you are working on other recordings right now. You said you had something coming out of Soundmine. You're working
I'm
on.
actually going to Soundmine tomorrow to finish up the harmonies, so that'll probably be done hopefully by tomorrow. And if that's done by tomorrow, I can probably expect the new one in the next month or so.
Hell yeah!
I try not to release in November. I feel like nobody is ready for new music because they're worried about the
it's
holidays.
usually
Yeah.
exactly. It's usually the cycle.
So I don't know. We'll see if it comes out before November. I might release it before Halloween if I can, and just have a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Fuck yeah!
And if not, I'll just wait till the seasons are over. I'll release it in February or March.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Now we talked a little bit before the song. You get attacked by a panda over there.
Or you are.
I'm waiting for somebody to just take the head off there and the arms to start moving, and you've just been carrying around,
We've talked about shows having
hiding somebody in there.
somebody in a panda costume, but they know who Roscoe is or our regular panda. This is the side panda.
Okay.
This is the side panda.
And that's RJ, his son.
Right. This is the product.
Illegitimate or legitimate? Were they
That's a
married?
good question.
Yeah.
It's legit.
It's legit.
Yeah.
Do pandas mate for life? Do you know that?
Roscoe's a good
He was
guy.
there on the meeting.
No, pandas don't fuck.
I was gonna say.
That's the problem
So-
with
They're
too
pandas.
lazy.
No, they
Yeah.
mate for life. They mate one time. That's
Ever.
it. They're like, yeah, I'm taking a vow of celibacy. I'm gonna eat this bamboo over here. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a Brooklyn panda. That happens all the time. But you talked a little bit about your we'll hear your personal history in music, and then your work with or what your influences really were going into it. You're saying the funk is a big thing. What specific artists, whether in the funk or the classic rock, that kind of drove you to this specific sound or whatever genre it is?
So I think Tracksuit Panda is a very, very good blend of what everybody likes individually.
Okay.
So when we
Good groups, fucking
Right,
solid group effort.
all right, so I'll listen to in my spare time a lot of reggae, a lot of stuff like that. I like funk. I listen to funk too. I listen to Herbie Hancock or whatever when they do Chameleon and stuff like that.
Fuck yeah.
Anything like that. But like I said, it all comes from everybody. So this particular song was probably mostly influenced by Jake and John. And so it'd be better, they're not here, but better question to ask them where their funk influences come. But honestly, Andy's probably comes from most similar places.
Hell yeah. So what are your growing up albums, Andy? What was what you listened to when you first started getting into playing that electric shape? And what shaped you as a musician?
Well, honestly, I got into guitar listening to like classic rock and stuff like that, and my entry level into funk was actually the Chili Peppers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I don't consider them a straight up funk group.
But that's a gateway,
right?
So
you know what I mean? And then
about somebody.
I feel like there's
Or the genre
a
in
million
general.
of us that have
Open
the
doors.
exact same.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
the first funk band I remember is the Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Then you realize oh, they're not really funk, but
You
then
go back to the
get
rock.
into
They're funk
you
rock.
Yeah,
get
and then,
you go
then
backwards.
I looked
early
into,
mid-80s
I
that
really
are very
idolized
funk.
John Frusciante, the guitar player, who play lead guitar. So
Are you also a Mars Volta fan?
I am.
Okay.
Omar
It
Rodriguez
usually goes hand in hand. In
Yeah.
that sense.
Dude, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Omar Rodriguez Lopez.
Like, you can't-
They work
not
together.
Oh yeah, that's
You can't not.
Omar is probably my favorite fucking
Zach
guitar
has
player of all
Omar's
time.
name tattooed on his dick, I believe.
Wow.
It's only 4
That's
letters. It
commitment, man.
fits.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Type
So I
12
mean, then I
font.
looked into John Frusciante's influences, and then I started getting into Parliament Funkadelic,
Fuck yeah.
Meters, the the core funk.
Yeah.
James Brown and shit. You know what I mean? And I just fell in love with that, and then from there I went more into a jazzy, side of things. I moved to New York, and I just
I started getting into jazz. I moved to New York.
The year was 1942. I was not eligible for the war.
It was just like that. But yeah, no. So, but my heart lies in rock and stuff like that, and so we have a good fusion thing. We kind of take our influences and make kind
Actually,
of what is our sound.
We played in a funk band together.
We did when we were
I
18,
completely
19.
forgot about that.
Were you drumming at that point?
I
in
was
it?
drumming.
You were
in that
drumming at
band.
that
So
point?
a lot of my funk
And I was a
influences.
bassist at that point.
A lot of my
hell
funk
yeah.
influences actually came from drumming first, and we played with Karen Meeks and the Soul. You may have
Shout
remembered
out
that
Karen
too, possibly.
And
Was I drunk?
Probably.
Probably.
And I
We all
don't
were.
remember. I don't
Did it
remember.
happen after
well.
the age of 9?
But we played a lot of like Aretha Franklin.
Hell
we
yeah.
did, stuff like that
B.B.
old
King,
Motown
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
shit.
A lot of stuff.
So yeah, BB King. We played a lot of like blues.
Well, I gotta say, I think the landscape in modern music is. You talk to anybody that is bitter and old, no matter how old they really are, but bitter and old about music, and they don't want to advance. They don't want to, hear anything new.
Yeah.
And they're like, nothing fucking good's coming out anymore. And I'm like, no, like you really don't understand how everything is perfectly in very different ways melding together.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, about like a decade ago was when Rich Blackmore introduced me to like the first like doom stuff I had ever heard, and I had been at shows of these bands. I just thought they were hardcore bands. I couldn't differentiate live what they were doing. Some of them I'm like, they're just going really slow, so that's the whole thing. They're just real slow.
Right.
And then certain things changed in my habits in life, and then I started listening to different music in different ways, and I like went back and like listened to like some doom, and I was like, oh, these are guys that just like really liked Led Zeppelin, but then also got really into metal, and then they probably got into some weird world music or fucking something out there, and they just pushed everything together, and that's what makes it so much better than a band that's just super derivative of we like Motley Crue, so we're playing.
Well, I mean,
Motley
if
Crue.
Spin Radio shows anything, people are fucking tired of listening to the same
Spin what?
shit.
What are you saying?
Spin Radio.
Spin Radio.
Oh, is that a thing? Oh, okay.
Shit, I don't even
I
remember.
mean,
I just
people are
listen to
just
Cat
tired
Country.
of fucking listening to, like, with modern rock or pop, I want to say, people are just tired of listening to the same shit. Unless you're a top 100 fucking channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Now
nobody gives a
there's
fuck.
one release that I think I don't know if we talked about it on the air at all, and if I had heard it when we were talking about the new music for fall that we wanted to get into, is the new song that Ozzy sings on.
Oh,
the Post Malone song.
Post Malone.
It's
Have
just
you
banging.
listened to
It is
the new
really
Post
good.
Malone at all? Are you into that in any way? So you Zach has been like, oh, I played that for you. You've heard it, and I'm like, yeah, it just must not have caught me. But then he
It's
released
like an
this
indie
new
rock
album, and
album,
it's
though.
a straight. It's like
I've heard. I've heard
it's
some
and
things.
the Ozzy vocals on the one song. It's like it opens up
I didn't
with
even know that was a
Ozzy.
thing.
Oh
and
man,
I had
it's
no idea.
it's
It sounds
So I
like
put
at
it on
least
in the bar.
95 Ozzy. Like it sounds like at
Yeah.
least 1995.
dude. I put it on the
Wow.
bar the other day, and this dude that's like
Oh, right. Yeah,
a little
yeah.
more redneck, kind of old school rock and roll dude looks at me and goes, "Oh yeah, classic Ozzy tune." And I was like, "No, dude,
not.
Wait
I
for
was
it.
like,
Wait for
I was
it.
like, this is a Post Malone song, and that's how good Ozzy's part is.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that you thought, oh, this is just an Ozzy song I haven't heard in a while. Like,
Yep.
no, it's brand
Yep.
new.
No, brand
You
new
know
song.
what? You know what?
But it's just a sign
Hold on
that
one
like
second.
things mixing together. What do we got? You gonna pull it up?
I'm going to pull it up, but nobody else.
No one else here, so you'll be able to hear a little bit of it there, or whatever he plays of it there. But it's just a really cool sign that like people like, because I remember back like when I was like at the asshole age of being like 16, 17, and the genre I liked is the genre I
Yeah,
liked,
I
and
remember
everything
that
else is
too. I
fucking
remember that.
stupid,
Right.
and you get stuck in it.
Yep.
And I always, even then, was just kind of like, oh no, there's shit I like, but
Yeah, this
I don't
is
want to
right
admit
here.
to it. So yeah, we're listening to it.
Right.
This
Yeah,
sounds.
I feel that. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's it's a classic.
It sounds
Ozzy,
like
you know?
it was pulled from something 30 years ago. This
Yeah, it
track
sounds good.
here.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. What was the title of that track?
Take what you want.
Take What You Want. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, I like that enough people were smart enough, wise enough
You're having trouble, bud.
to get over the whole like. This
It's
is what
hard
I
to feel
play,
bad for you,
and
though.
Pull,
What's wrong with you?
Pull from all of their influences. This is
Stop nagging
amazing.
me. Fucking around.
For anybody listening on iTunes, this is why you should watch on YouTube.
Yes.
We've got a giant panda attacking a little panda man over there. You are in a panda costume, more or less. That
Yeah, pretty
tracksuit.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Well, that's what I was to jump
Panda
into
is
that.
looming.
I love the one picture that you were talking about around the fire, where it's like everybody in a panda mask except Walter, and just
You
kind
know,
of like
you know
this
Mark
is great.
Madcat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came and took photos that day. It was his.
Oh hell yeah!
So he was his idea to do that. So
That's
just
sweet.
like you
Oh, yeah.
don't
Yep.
Because you're of Asian descent, so
well,
you're like, was he like that? Was he like?
He already naturally looks like a panda.
Yeah, he already looks like a panda.
This is,
Yeah. Except this guy's got a kid, so he's doing something wrong if he wants to be a panda. Now he's got a stuffed fake kid too. It's crazy.
He's doing something wrong. He's a kid.
It's the worst Mad Cat impression I've ever tried to do in my life. Ever. He's working right now. He's working down at the center right now, and he's not able to listen live. So he'll hear it later, and then I might go there later and go, "Hey, bro, I talk about you. Listen in. I do a real bad impression. I start turning into this other character. Yeah.
There it is.
What do you want?" Yeah, that's why I like when he just looks at somebody and they're just like, "Oh, I don't know what I want to get. I don't know what I want to get." He's just like, it's like a Today Junior type of situation, and you just see in his eyes like, What do you want to drink? All right, what do you have? I'll be back, and just walks away. Fucking love that guy. So he did the press shoot, one of the shoots for you guys for the
he's
the
done
pictures.
He did that one. He did one at Sarah Street too.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah, awesome. Yeah, he's fucking
awesome.
He's a great guy, and his fucking photography, like even
his photos are amazing.
He just goes out and just
so good.
He's got an eye. You can
throw him in any scenario.
Yeah.
You know, like you got like your wedding photographers, and you got like your your nature photographers. You can honestly throw him in any scenario and take good photos.
Yeah, he definitely. But that one picture. And
will he make my dick look bigger?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure he will.
There are lenses.
But not through his camera.
Yeah, not through his camera.
Whoa.
He'll make your dick look at the bigger picture. That's what
he'll look bigger
he'll
at
talk
your dick.
he'll look bigger at your
He'll
dick.
look bigger compared to
your dick, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, all right.
So you guys, you said you got the other song that you're finishing up recording, and then are you planning on doing mostly just with like time restraint and everything like that? Mostly doing like singles here and there, or are you trying to plan?
Photoshop.
I want to do. We're trying to like just. I would love to have for me, and it's not something we've talked about a lot, but would love to have like this winter as like writing.
Yeah.
Let's get an album. I mean, we can do singles here and there.
Yeah.
Probably like we like to do the covers. We like to do the covers. We do them in our own way anyway.
Yeah.
So like with every original may follow like every couple originals may follow like a cover or something like that. Or like we'll do like 2 covers on an album along with all like a bunch like 8 originals.
Well, especially
like
with
that.
the style that you guys do, when you're doing a cover, you're not doing a cover exactly the same way everybody else has done it.
It's like a reinterpretation.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
You make it your own, and that's what the best covers do. That's why, like, I grew up really, really into the ska like scene in the late '90s,
right?
Yep.
And every ska band had at least one song that they were known for more than all of their originals, and it was almost always a cover. Like,
and that's
Real Big
Unless
Fish,
you're Less
Take
Than
On
Jake.
Me.
Yep.
Yeah,
Less Than Jake has
is,
a whole full album.
Yeah, they've got full albums that are just
Or Me
phenomenal.
First and the Gimme Gimmes, which is
true.
more punk than ska, but still.
But still, they have that influence. But yeah, like it was like of that time period when I got into it, I was like, oh, you're just taking songs I love and just making them cooler in a different way.
Yeah.
Helen says she would love to hear more covers by you guys.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Well, that might be actually
Thanks,
a good
man.
segue naturally. Thank you, Helen, for that. What shows do you guys have coming up in the near future?
This flyer. This is the biggest one. Right
Big
here.
video.
You're 7
I'm pretty close to this thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
So this is the
7
biggest
Yeah.
one here. Is it backwards?
Nope, you're good.
No, you're
Alright.
good. All right. So that is at the Renegade
That's at the
Winery
Renegade Winery.
Yep.
Halloween costume party.
Yep.
Now, who is playing this event?
So this will be Tracksuit Panda, Christian Porter, which we also play with Christian Porter too, and then Flying Blind.
Oh, hell yeah. I love Flying Blind.
Yeah, it's a good band.
So that's and
Group of
what
guys-
day of the week?
October 26th is on a Saturday.
It's on a Saturday.
Oh,
What
yeah.
time does that kick off?
So the doors open at 7 and the show's at 8.
All right.
And you can get tickets from any one of the bands. You can go on the Facebook event page. There's an Eventbrite
Hell
link
yeah.
there. You can just order tickets there. $18 now, and then the $30 package, which includes what the fuck is it?
Ooh.
The Tracksuit Panda T-shirt.
Nice.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Hold on.
Fuck
Hold on,
yeah.
let me
The
That's
Dancing in the
awesome.
Moonlight that we just released.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Artwork.
Yep, and
Yeah.
this is all again Heather artwork, which is my wife, and
Yeah, hell yeah.
it
Heather's
also
crushing
comes,
it.
with,
Fuck
comes
yeah.
with a free wine tasting too. So
Fuck.
it's like
Awesome.
it's like a $40 value.
And what time do you think the
$30.
show runs until about?
It's probably gonna go till about midnight.
Till about midnight.
Okay.
So what I will say is go to that, and once you're done with that, finish up at Cinder's
Yeah, that's
Slackyokey
the whole
Karaoke
idea.
Halloween bash. Come in after that and fucking...
We're all locals, so
Yeah.
you know we want to make sure that we put on a good show here, and that there's still time to go to like other places
Yeah.
that we've
Yeah,
done,
yeah.
and share the love with all the other establishments.
Well, and especially a night like that where it's just like it's Halloween.
Yep.
It's like, what am I? Like, I can't spend it at one place.
Right. We go to Warrior all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure Warrior's doing something, and then all the bars, the ESU kids are gonna go to like Maritas and all that.
Yeah,
other shit.
Shiamsa,
Phillies,
whatever. Anything with an apostrophe on it that's not Floods.
Right.
Actually,
You
all
know,
of them
Floods
have apostrophes.
will not
never
be
mind.
having an event.
No.
But it will be packed.
They might have a curtain costume, but that's about it.
So yeah,
I'm gonna see him wearing like just an afro and just being like, "What non-costume?"
it's all Nightmare Before Christmas themed too.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
So Ty, which I don't know if you guys know how much Ty does like engineering and stuff like that.
No,
And he's just
I know him
super
as your
art guy.
bass player.
Right. Well, he was all right. So
and
he was
a lot of drunken conversations.
He was like a manufacturing
Or some
engineer
drunken
at a place called Victaulic Forever. And
Okay.
he pretty much got that job when he was like 19. He's just like super smart with like building and like designing and all that kind of stuff. So
if he survives
him
the
and
fucking
Heather,
Appalachian Trail, I'm sure he's
yeah,
good with
exactly,
figuring shit
right,
out.
right, exactly.
Fuck yeah.
So like him and Heather have been like doing the whole design of everything, and so there's certain parts and props that he's making that are directly from the movie.
Okay.
But they're upscaled and huge, and
Oh, that's
how
amazing.
tall, how tall the ceilings are in Renegade.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
yeah.
like, I don't know if you remember, if I can reference the movie. I don't know if you watched it recently. Probably not.
Enough. Yeah.
But there's that one part with the big tree. Tree's got a face. It's got some skeletons hanging out.
Yep.
That's like the big like thing
That's
in this
cool.
whole thing.
Dude.
He built. It's like 13 foot tall,
That's
Oh, wow.
amazing.
and it's
Damn.
huge. The branches come out to like fucking like I don't know, 10 feet on both sides.
That's fucking cool.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy big. And then he's
Now, are you learning any music from that soundtrack for the show?
no.
You're not doing this
is
as Halloween?
No,
Okay.
they will be referenced though.
Okay.
It
All
will be
right.
referenced on stage. I don't want to give too much away of the actual show.
Okay.
I want it to be. It's going to be more of like an experience than it is
Fuck
just
yeah.
a concert.
Hell
which is
yeah,
what
dude.
we're
Yeah.
really aiming for.
Awesome.
You
So
heard
it's-
it first. It's an experience. Take your mushrooms, take your LSD, and go down the winery.
Yeah, that's what we're advertising here. I think that's
rhyme.
all that anybody should be doing. But don't tell them we sent you. Just don't do that. Just don't.
Or
do
tell
that.
them this and
It was,
we sent
Hey, we
It was
the
liquid
Kyle
peanut
Mocha
butter.
Podcast said
Liquid
us.
peanut
We're
butter's
on
playing,
asses.
guys.
Just put them in that corner. Put them in that corner.
We've just got a whole corral of these motherfuckers. We put a spinning top in the middle. It stopped spinning 8 minutes ago, but they're all still looking at it. It's gonna start again, the one guy said.
So there are photos. If you guys just look at our Instagram page, I have a story set on there that's got the whole journey of what.
How do they find you on Instagram? Is it just
It's just Tracksuit Panda, one word.
That's amazing that nobody had taken that because it's
That's part of the reason why we picked the name.
Yeah.
Like, you look, for domain names too.
Yeah,
Like we have
yeah.
tracksuitpanda.com.
Yep.
/tracksuitpanda.
Well, hey, you don't have to tell us. Houseboat Tommy Lee Jones is our.
You're right.
YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, exactly.
No one has that.
No one's got that.
No one wants that.
Right.
Tommy Lee Jones
He
doesn't want
yeah,
that.
he's just like.
He's like, yeah, I heard about it.
Fuck it.
These fucking assholes. But we've got a cover. That's Tommy, I'm Lee, and he's Jones. Those are obviously our nicknames that we.
Yeah, you're
call
right,
it.
Tommy.
Yeah, Lee. That's what I said.
I don't know.
Jones, I know that much.
How you doing?
Jonesy boy.
I never forget a Jones.
How you doing?
It's
You're
got
right.
the
You're right,
Jones doll
Jones.
face. All right. So, in addition to that upcoming show, you said you had a show this Saturday, Xfinity.
This Saturday, yep, Xfinity. We're also doing. Some of us are playing with Christian at the Food Truck Festival at Shawnee.
They have a food.
that's
Oh yeah, I
awesome.
forgot
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, I went last
We're
year.
there like 11 to 1. We're the early set.
Is that
and then
Sunday or Saturday?
That's Saturday.
Saturday,
And
okay.
then we're shooting right down to Xfinity Live.
Fuck
We're
yeah.
playing the Big Miller Lite Straits Xfinity Live before the Flyers game.
That's sweet, dude.
amazing, man.
So this
Hell
will be
yeah,
our
dude.
second or third time there.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Second
yeah,
or third
dude.
time there.
That's the coolest.
So,
that is so
yeah.
amazing. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank
That's
you.
fucking
Thank
beautiful.
you. Yeah.
And then you do have, we kind of alluded to it a little earlier talking about roller skating. You do have a music video shoot that you're going to be doing.
We are trying to do the music video shoot. Right now, with everything that's been happening with the Halloween show and everything like that, is actually supposed to fund the music video.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So right now, the tentative date for it is November 14th.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday night. All right, hell yeah.
Looking at all the bartenders and servers out there who don't work on the
Yep.
weekdays.
I'm off. I'll be there.
Which is pretty much all our friends. So
Now, is
for
there any
nightlife people.
restriction on? Are you trying to get people to wear certain things?
We do have a couple things we're trying to do. Now, we may have gone a little far with the production first. We're going to probably take some step backs from this, but we think big first and then consult.
Well, hell yeah.
So, we're talking about just like modern references. Like one of the parts we're talking about in the video is having like a Bob Ross on like a cart, painting a picture of Panda in a tracksuit, rolling across the fucking the roller rink and shit like that during like this certain part. Like a
Kevbo did that pretty
like
convincingly for Halloween. We might be able to get Kevbo to do that.
Oh,
That'd
really?
be amazing.
Yeah, we do need to recruit some people for this.
Yeah.
We're talking about like there's a roller derby team that like messaged us like we want to be in the video doing with our roller derby outfits on.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking rad.
I'll get beat up by a roller derby girl.
I will definitely. I think
so. There is a part
date.
where like during Andy's solo where he's soloing, he's gonna be skating and soloing, and there's gonna be a part where he's like at 3 different points. And one of them, we want someone to get tackled like really hard by a roller derby person. So
There you go, Zach.
Anybody like wants has a dream of being tackled by a roller derby.
I'll do it. I'll say it now. I'll do it.
I have to wear.
You have to wear a bikini.
I guarantee you that I am getting that dream.
I have to wear a bikini.
Yeah.
I fucking
What
show
about
up
Star
naked.
Wars
I'm not
tights?
worried about it.
He's got some Star Wars tights you can wear. Now, can everybody in the band skate?
I think no. Andre's the only one who can't skate.
He can't. But
he's learning though. Well,
I was saying, is he gonna learn, or is he just gonna set up a drum kit in the middle of it, just playing drums?
Andre's kind of like the ladies' man in the group.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have a scene where he's like trying to skate.
Say, how goddamn good looking is he? Because
6
I'm just saying
girls.
that half chub I had before
Cool
from
picture.
you is going up a little bit with the two of you talking.
He's a good looking Romanian
I just
guy
want to
with a
skate.
tracksuit.
Can we just skate?
Yeah.
I
Now,
wanna go
is there
skating.
any obstruction to if the three of us went wearing a Kyle Mocha Won't Shut Up T-shirt?
No,
in the music
not at
video?
all.
Hell
Absolutely, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We can even
I
reference
will
you in the
definitely
credits.
get tackled by a lady if I could do it wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
I would totally
Can
do
you get
it.
it in bikini form?
Maybe.
You know, it's not that much area
Kyle
down there.
Mocha, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kyle?
I'll think about the bikini
and
thing.
then paint the Won't Shut Up.
Yeah. On my, just paint my legs.
Forehead.
Oh my god! I think this is definitely a Zach job over here.
I'm so into getting
He's so
tackled
into
in a
getting
bikini. It's so that's a great fucking.
He's half chub for another reason right now. And then
Just,
getting
I
tackled.
like
all of
different
it.
stuff.
Who doesn't like different stuff?
What?
So, is there? I'm assuming there's a Facebook event page or something like that, or just go
There
to
is.
Tracksuit Pandas.
Just go on Tracksuit Panda's Facebook page. The event should pop like right up. It's pinned to the top. Just go to our events. You'll see it right away.
Awesome.
And then.
And are you like turning anybody away, or are you just going as many people as we can get out to get out?
It is a ticketed event.
Yeah.
So pre-ordering is probably your best bet to
Yeah.
make sure you secure a spot because we have already sold about like half of the tickets.
Hell yeah! And where do we get those tickets?
So you can get those tickets on the event, or you can message any one of the bands. They all have the same. They have
Now, if you
packages
go,
and
we haven't said
tickets.
the actual location. It's being filmed at Big Wheel in
Oh, I'm
Stroudsburg,
sorry. You're talking
correct?
about the music video.
Yeah, the music
I thought you
video.
were talking about the Halloween
Yeah, the
party.
music video.
Sorry.
Oh no,
That-
that one. Yeah, we already. Yeah,
So
yeah.
right now it's at. We can have up to 50 people.
Okay.
Anything after 50 people, you'll have to pay. So
Entry.
for,
Okay,
it's
because
gonna
that's
be
what I kind of figured what you were saying before about the when you confused it for the other thing. I was like, I'll pay the $3 to
It's
get
gonna
in to
be-
fucking spin around in a
right.
music
It's
video.
going to be a first come first serve for the first 50 people that show up.
Yeah.
First 50 people show up are going to get in, or obviously our actors.
Are they going to have the concession stand open?
Yes, they will have concession
Everything
stand open.
I was gonna say, if I can't skate, eating some popcorn at one point, like
Right.
it's that's an old pastime.
And you'll have to take care of your
almost.
rentals, which are like $3
Yeah,
or something like
yeah,
that.
that's fine.
So we're
That's
looking.
fine.
Yep.
Sadly,
You think
don't
we
have
don't have
any
our
skates.
own skates?
I don't.
Yeah.
Mine melted in a fire 13
I
years
don't
ago.
have my own
skates.
I got to get new skates too.
Yeah, I need to get some. But I
I
think
hate rental skates.
I can rollerblade, but the actual old fashioned roller skates.
Well, I can only roller skate.
Yeah, this is
I
gonna be
can't
great.
rollerblade at
So
all.
he's gonna get tackled in roller skates and a bikini. That's gonna be and not rollerblades.
Yes.
that's perfect.
I can't
That is
rollerblade.
perfect.
I can only skate. Rollerblading is
With the
just
4
silly.
wheels?
Yeah, the 4,
Yeah.
like the 2x2. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not a roller. I'm an old school kind of man.
It's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Now, one thing I kind of wanted to get into after we discussed, and it's perfect that you put the panda down now. You
Yes,
can relax.
yes.
We're done with you guys. All right.
She's
We're
pissed
done
off.
with you guys. All right. Zach has to pee.
I gotta pee too.
Zach, when you get back, totally pee. Go pee. There's
God
there's
damn,
that
dude.
you can knock
I'll go pee
over.
outside.
Nice catch.
And then there's peeing.
Like a bear.
Go
like
pee
a
outside.
panda bear.
What we've done is we've prepared a list here that is the list of the nominees to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
So these gentlemen are going to I'll take a nice little break. And me and Justin are going to hang out here for a minute, and we're going to talk. Zach starts trends over here.
Oh, hey.
So, hey, Justin, I'm just gonna go pee over here.
All right.
Actually, I'm just going to steal some of these beers.
Yeah.
So while they're not in the room,
Yeah. Nobody's here. dude.
nobody's here. They left us. They've abandoned us. Everybody had to pee. This is amazing. Everybody had to pee. Now the cat's coming back. This is the weirdest episode
Oh,
we've
I mean,
definitely ever done.
Definitely.
Do you think? This is what I want to get to. Do you think that we were kicked off because of the name of the original
I
episode?
don't know.
Because it was
I'm
Westerville,
just hoping
Ohio.
that I'm just hoping that it all
It's
syncs up.
saved. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's all there. Because if not, we're gonna have to do a weird one of those intro
Oh,
things.
hey guys.
Just technical difficulties on this one. Oh, this all got cut off. But at least,
Oh, hey,
hey,
Miranda.
the only thing you're really going to miss are my dumb jokes.
They're
How much
called-
beer's on the floor right now?
I didn't open it yet.
Oh, okay, good.
Dude.
This is a brilliant episode already, and it's getting more and more not brilliant.
Oh my god!
You are soaked. You are soaked. This one's going off the rails in the best
Oh
way.
my god! Dude, there's so much beer in my nuts.
You didn't forget you had just dropped it, right? Oh my lord!
Oh man.
This is beautiful.
No,
This is
that's
beautiful.
still my active hat, Slacky.
Yeah, it's sick, man. You can see when you go back to the Tracksuit Panda shot, you can see his dirty old hat sitting center square, actually, right there.
Up there, yeah.
Right up there. That's his dirty old hat. Now,
man.
this is really interesting to
Oh
everybody
my
on
god,
iTunes.
I'm so wet.
That's fucking amazing. Jesus fucking Christ. This is fucking. I got a little spritz on me right here. You missed my entire leg here, and you got it all the way on my leg.
Yeah.
So good. As long as it's on your side of the couch and dry by next week, if it's on my side of the couch, we're good.
There's no beer left in this can. Feel how empty it is.
You literally lost 2/3 of your beer in your crotch. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
At least it wasn't me this week.
Yeah, that is true. I thought that's what to say. I thought he had spilt, but he didn't spill. He intentionally poured on himself.
Yes.
So as I was saying, we got kicked off for some reason. We'll find out, and again, hopefully, it is still intact there.
Do you think they left because he said, "Get out of here.
Yeah.
We're done with you"? Mm-hmm. They took it as a literal.
No,
thing?
I think they just went to go pee together, holding hands.
Maybe.
Now we're going to be discussing
It
the.
is
I
beer
made
abuse.
this list here for you, just
Oh,
so
you
you can
made me a
have.
list.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So today they announced the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Every year they nominate. I don't know how many they nominate every year, but this year it's 20, and you're allowed to vote for up to 5 as a fan. And if you're interested in voting after you hear us discuss all this, or just right now, all you have to do is go to Google and search any of the names of any of these artists, and the voting box pops up immediately, or you just look for
So how
Rock
many get
Hall.
to go in?
5, I believe, if maybe even less. Now, what I did is
Yeah,
I
see,
kind
it
of.
pops up like this. I'll actually.
Oh
show
yeah,
you.
you'll show them. Awesome. So you type in
I got my
Pat
5.
Benatar. You type in Pat Benatar, and you can see it right there that it is a ballot that you can fill out. No, you're good to walk on by to the other side, fellas.
Guys, missed it. I just poured a whole beer on my nuts.
He dropped a beer on the ground and then purposely.
peanuts?
No,
Is your
he's
peanut
literally
beer?
soaked. The
Is it
couch-
liquid penis? I
It's
mean, liquid peanut butter?
It's
Sorry.
liquid peanut butter.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what if that's what shut us down? Liquid peanut butter. Oh, we're gonna get shut down again.
Oh, no.
Stop drinking that liquid penis.
So I gave each of you as well a list that has all of the nominees, and we kind of just wanted to quickly go over who the nominees were. So first thing, I'll just read through it, and then we can kind of go back. So the nominees in alphabetical order, you got Pat Benatar, Dave Matthews Band, Depeche Mode, the Doobie Brothers, Whitney Houston, Judas Priest, Kraftwerk, MC5, Motorhead, 9 Inch Nails, Notorious B.I.G., Rufus featuring Shaka Khan, Todd Rundgren, Soundgarden, T-Rex, and Thin Lizzy. So that is the list of the 20 nominees.
Helen wants to know who you guys are voting for.
All right, well, just take a look over it and see if you can kind of pick. I'm going to go through, and I highlighted 4 that and the thing is, on Google, you can vote every single day. As long as you're signed into Google, you can vote every single day from now until January 10th. So, if you feel strongly about this, jump online and you can vote there. Right off the bat for me, just going in alphabetical order for the ones that stand out to me that I'm like, these are the ones I think need to be in. Pat Benatar is a complete hell yes for me. Yep. She wrote We Belong, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Shadows of the Night, Heartbreaker, Love Is a Battlefield. And in my head, it is her and Cyndi Lauper as far as female vocals of the 70s and 80s go. Yeah. She is rivaled by very few. She has written all of those goddamn fucking catchy songs, or at least recorded them. She might not have written them.
Sure.
So the fact that she's not in and Cyndi Lauper is... It seems like she is a natural next option. The Doobie Brothers is my next choice. I don't know how they're not in the goddamn Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You were saying it before, Michael McDonald. Like, literally, Michael fucking McDonald started his career with them. Yeah. And just to refresh people's memories, listen to the music, What a Fool Believes, Long Train Runnin', Taking It to the Streets, Black Water, all songs that, Walter... do most cover bands know how to play most of those songs?
Probably. At least one of them.
At least one of them.
At least one of them. We actually do one of those. So.
And for me, which one?
We do listen to music, but it's segued into after Could You Be Loved from Bob Marley.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's a cool transition.
Well, because it's at the end of it. And
but the Doobie Brothers, it shocks me that they're not in. My immediate thought is, without the Doobie Brothers, where would we be now?
Yeah, we wouldn't be listening to music. That's
we wouldn't be. We would not be. After that, I went Judas Priest, Breaking the Law, Another Thing Coming, Painkiller. Rob Halford has a great voice, and I've listened to him more and more over the last year or so. Because there are certain times that I'll do vocals and you'll be like, you kind of have a Rob Halford thing going on, or go for Rob Halford. Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, so I've been listening more and more. And if you're looking at a cultural influence, the man snuck the gay community into metal without anybody knowing, with everybody wearing leather, everything, bondage gear. And then they all found out that it was from the gay community. They were like, well, this is what we wear too now. So it's just tie, we'll split.
If it's gay to wear leather, then I'm gay.
At least your feet are most of the time. But I think a thing I've talked about on the show in the past is Rob Halford is he's gay and he's in the metal scene. So that's the combination of an Elton John, Freddie Mercury movie mixed with the Motley Crue movie. Why has that
and
not
literally
yet
one of the best heavy metal singers, if not the best,
and versatile too. Through his career, he doesn't just do the same thing over and over again.
Priest, dude.
After that, I went with Motorhead because, I mean, my note literally just says Ace of Spades. Enough said.
Lemmy is a fucking icon.
Lemmy is God. Lemmy is God when it comes to at least the movie Airheads.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, the whole thing is that it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And these are all classic rock artists.
For the most part, all of these people are classic. Yeah. Yes. So if they're classic, shouldn't they be preserved and remembered for forever?
Well, they already are. And this is just a title.
This is just a dumb thing, and that's something we can get into as well. How dumb the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame really is when you think about it. They don't get anything. They might get a trophy or an emblem or a little patch that they can wear.
They actually receive anything.
I don't know. I don't think they get money. They get to be put alongside. It's an honor.
I feel like it's a 25th birthday. You got more responsibility now.
I've never been there.
People getting into this.
I would love.
I mean, they don't really need the money anyway, so it's more of an honor.
Well, some of them might. Some of them might. I'm sure when Bo Diddley got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, have them. Anybody from the Temptations that didn't die of a crack overdose, it's literally.
Wow.
I'm just saying, David Ruffin died of a crack overdose. That's just a fact that happened. So those were my 4, and then I was kind of tossed up after that. And I know we went over them, and Kraftwerk kind of popped out, and you're like, they're a German.
They're important. Kraftwerk is the most important band if you like electronic music. In the
Anything
whole world.
electronic, literally anything on a
They-
Moog,
they
everything from the
invented-
80s.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, literally,
Everything.
Kraftwerk
Like
invented techno.
1973.
What's
So-
what's their
so-
popular song? What's like their
There is no popular
Autobahn.
songs.
Autobot's
Yeah,
probably like
Autobahn
their
is
most.
probably-
Yeah.
Okay.
But so before there was techno, they were playing techno with a full band.
Yeah.
right?
They had a drummer who would just play like, and then they had guitars and bass that would just play arpeggios all day.
Right.
And then eventually they discovered like, oh, this
Can all
crazy
be
style we're
automated.
playing, we could all play with keyboards.
Right.
And
Yep.
then they all started playing keyboards.
Okay.
But if you
well, that
watch,
makes sense then.
if
Yeah.
you see the early shows, like the first couple shows they did when they're a full band, you're like, holy shit! And then you realize like this band invented techno.
Yeah.
Is this the first time they were nominated?
This band has been nominated in the past. Now, of the bands this year that are nominated, Motorhead, T-Rex, Dave Matthews Band, Thin Lizzy, Doobie Brothers, and Soundgarden are all first-time
I
nominees.
can't believe Doobie Brothers.
Never before been nominated. It's insulting. It's insulting.
I feel like
to
the Doobie
fucking
Brothers
music.
like radio
Yep.
Yeah.
on Pandora is like
Yeah.
one of the most top
Yeah.
radios.
Like I love
used.
And they
Beastie
tour.
Boys, man, but they got into the Hall of Fame before the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
absurd.
Well, some other
I met
like
their drummer.
There's a
Green,
lot
I'm pretty
of-
sure Green Day is in it.
Green Day
Okay,
got
that's
in.
Do you know I
much
played
better
with
example,
oh my god, what was the band you just said that got inducted first?
Beastie
Beastie Boys.
yeah.
The drummer from Beastie Boys.
Really?
Yep. He plays with Gogo Bordello now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he,
Oh, I did not know
He
that.
played at
That's
the
weird.
Sherman, and we played
That's
with him
very
at
weird.
Hideaway.
Oh,
No
He
shit.
came in a Hideaway for a drink, and he played Cajon with us on
That's
Tenacious
cool.
because he was actually played with Tenacious D.
Fuck
And he
yeah.
played tribute with us.
that's amazing.
Me and Ty.
That's sweet.
That is so
Doug.
fucking
It
awesome.
was like the fucking coolest thing ever. And he's like
It's
super
just a
cool
roll of
guy.
a dice whether any of us actually saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, really, I might have just.
I know.
been
I
there
might
and
have
not
probably
known.
there.
might have been
You were there.
Yeah,
You were
most-
there. You
yeah,
were
most
there.
likely I was
You were
there.
there. You were
So
I'm
there.
gonna
just
say-
remind me
I'm
when
gonna
we
say
were
I
there, I
was
was
there.
there, and I'll tell other people I was there. Yeah, so one time a couple of my friends, you know, sat down, they covered Tenacious D
You were
with the drummer
close-
of Beastie
close
Boys.
enough.
Yeah. If I wasn't there, no one can prove it. The cameras are already destroyed.
Now I want Soundgarden to get in.
Soundgarden?
because I think maybe it's unpopular opinion. Chris Cornell was the best rock vocalist of all time.
I agree.
Well, we were talking
But
about
it's
this
Chris,
before.
To me, it's
Yeah.
Chris Cornell,
I agree with
then Robert Plant.
Well, we were.
Those are my
Okay,
top
well,
two.
okay. I mean,
You don't agree with that.
Really?
Chris
Yeah.
You don't think so? I think Chris Cornell's got a fantastic voice.
Dude, his
I think
cover
Chris
of
Cornell's-
Billie
it's
Jean
my
is
favorite, dude.
haunting.
He's so
dude.
tight with
He's
his.
so good.
haunted.
So good. No.
And
A lot of soul.
But
We were
for
talking about this
Soundgarden to get
earlier.
in, I
Like
mean, Alice in
Nirvana,
Chains is in.
Alice in
Nirvana.
Chains, like all the bands. like,
Soundgarden is better than Nirvana
Pearl
and Alice
Jam.
in Chains.
and
Regardless
It's hard
of
to
what
argue
you think.
taste, but
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
hard to argue.
Hard to
taste.
argue taste,
But that's how I feel.
I think Chris
Yeah.
Cornell deserves it, though. I do.
Well,
Yeah.
he deserves it, but just my whole thing
Partially
is.
He's also dead.
yeah, that's
Well,
exactly what I was gonna say.
I was just gonna say, my whole thing is, if you're dead, I think that gives you a leg up. Like,
Plus 10 points.
yeah. So then we gotta get to people like you got Notorious B.I.G. and Whitney Houston on here, and then you get into the semantics.
I don't see how
it's
Whitney
the Rock
Houston-
and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What did Whitney Houston? I could see a little bit with some. I mean, maybe some of her soundtrack songs have a little bit more of like a rock anthem feel
Are
to
you,
them.
are you arguing that
Bodyguard get
B.I.G.'s
her?
not rock and roll?
No.
That shit is so rock and roll.
What I want to say is, it is rock and roll in spirit, but all of the other hip hop like artists that really have been pulled in have either been they've had like full bands play with them, or they had like a crossover album or a song.
But
with,
B.I.G.
like, Run
is one of
DMC.
those things that fucking 90% of the kids I know that love classic rock
Oh yeah.
could sing the word. Like, you could put on
Sure.
a certain B.I.G. song and they would know every single fucking word.
And then-
kids that live
Yeah.
on
And I mean,
fucking
there's
AC/DC and
melody.
Zeppelin.
We literally
Yeah,
just
yeah.
had.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like,
I'm not saying that he does not deserve to be recognized as one of the best, but people get into the argument of semantics over it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and this is kind of going back to the old man mentality of that's not rock and roll. Like, how the fuck are you going to put
Fucking
Run DMC
everything is
in
rock and roll
and
now.
Thin Lizzy is it? It's an attitude. So this is what me and Justin were kind of dissecting this a little bit. I went, all right, you get in this argument. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's the rock, so it should be rock and roll. So only thing is that come from rock and roll. You go, okay, where did rock and roll come from? came from rhythm and blues. All right, what else did rhythm and blues lead to? Ah, fuck, I guess you're right. They're all kind of, God, fuck, it's all related.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
it should just be the Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like, even if you, like, you wouldn't want to call it the Popular Music Hall of Fame, because I'm sure somebody's doing that on their own. One of the guys from LFO is, trying to make some extra money. But those, and even some of those.
Well, I mean, like, what
boy bands
defines
pretty rock and
a
roll.
genre?
Yeah.
I mean, first and foremost.
Because everything that I listen to, for the most part, whether it's country or the hip hop stuff, has a large influence from rock and roll. And for me, if you are influenced by it in any way, you have that in you. And rock and roll is an almost all-encompassing.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad because there are very few people that are like in like the country.
Well, if you say something like, "Yo, how's that new whatever song? Oh, it rocks."
Exactly.
I could be talking about literally any song.
I never go, "Oh, that
You'd be
song
like,
raps."
It could be soft
Dude,
jazz.
that Beethoven
That song hips
song
and
Rocks so hard.
dude.
That song
Love that part where it's like
is skying over there, man. That song is fucking reggaeing the hell. Like,
No, don't say that.
you go rock or fucking metal. That was metal as shit,
Yeah.
or that was punk as shit, and all those
What
are kind of the
does
same
Eric
thing.
say?
You can say
Fucking
funky.
rock
You can
on,
say
man.
funky.
Fucking rock on,
Fucking
man.
metal,
tight,
Yeah,
man.
rock on, fucking metal. Yeah, our buddy Eric. Anytime we see him and he's leaving, he's like, "Fucking rock on, man, fucking metal." And it's like that's his sign off
thing,
every
yeah.
single time.
So like, you said rock and roll is like attitude. Like, what do you think the attitude of rock and roll is?
I mean, generally, in my opinion, it's just. It's a simple thing. It's basically in the be true to yourself type of way. Just kind of like go out there and do what you want to fucking do.
Yeah, just fuck it.
And
Like,
just
it's like a
fuck,
fucking
like
kinda
just a
attitude.
fuck it.
Yeah.
And that got really taken on by like the punk mentality. But you
Yeah.
look at anybody like 80s metal, that
well,
was a
punk
fuck
was more
it.
just like fuck everything.
Fuck everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
At least
took
it
it
used to be.
extra rock.
It used to be
extra
anyway.
rock. Yeah.
What's that?
I said it used to be anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Well, now it's
Back.
just like
And certain things today, maybe. But yeah, I think just
it's
any-
evolved. It's evolved.
Well, I think
Any
it's
kind
more
of fucking
Afro punk is
attitude.
more punk than.
Afro punk.
Yeah, I think Afro punk is more punk than actual
Than
punk
rap?
is.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
then
more
rap,
punk
yeah.
these days than
He's saying more
actual
than punk
is.
though.
more than
Oh yeah,
Current
Afro
Afro
punk-
is more punk
current
than punk.
Afro punk is more punk than current punk.
Yeah, totally.
Say,
It's-
I'm
it's
Because
so-
of the attitude.
yeah.
Because of the attitude.
yeah.
Because it just is not what you. It.
I don't know
It
if you've
has to
never
be
listened to
dangerous.
anybody.
You mean when rock and roll came out, they called that because it was dangerous.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Elvis on TV shaking his hips was danger.
Well, I
So
feel like,
pushing
Which
the
in
envelope
the
has to be
same
a
way
but I think that
that,
has to do
like-
with anything in music.
But
Yeah.
when you look at a lot of these bands, there's some that stick out. B.I.G., Nine
did
Inch
Miranda.
Nails, and
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Those
Crazy.
bands
I was gonna say
are
Nine-
danger. Those
I was
were
gonna say Nine
dangerous
Inch Nails.
bands. And
Well,
that,
because-
like,
but
is
how
such
do
a
you
rock
let-
and
Trent
roll.
Reznor.
But how do you let Reznor in before you do Kraftwerk then?
Yeah, because then you gotta look
True
at
that.
the
Yeah, because you
influence.
feel like that.
You know what I mean?
I don't even
But
know
Nine
Kraftwerk
Inch
is,
Nails
but
has
yeah.
probably a bigger reach.
Yeah.
You go up to anybody
But
today and
Nine
say,
Inch Nails
"Yo,"
wouldn't exist without Kraftwerk.
yeah,
The whole
exactly.
genre doesn't
But
exist
go up to
without
somebody and
Kraftwerk.
say,
That doesn't
"Name me
mean
a
that doesn't-
Kraftwerk song."
That doesn't mean that they didn't do anything differently.
No.
No, I'm not
And
saying
they,
that.
And
I'm
they
not
they
saying
have
that.
blown up, like Justin's saying, they've blown up way bigger than Kraftwerk will ever be
Yeah, because
recognized.
go up to
Dude,
somebody and ask them a
MC5.
Kraftwerk song.
That was what I was gonna say.
MC5 is in
Also,
the
also
shit.
Nine Inch Nails is practically like one person.
Yeah.
Dude, people don't even know who MC5
Yeah,
is.
I don't know who
MC5 is a proto-punk
Sorry,
band from
everybody.
Detroit around the same era as the Stooges,
Yeah.
like Iggy Pop and the Stooges.
Yeah,
Okay.
like 65, 66
Yeah, this
started
is
rolling out.
this is pre-Sex Pistols punk rock.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
and they had songs called. I was just wanted to make sure I had like some notes on them because I was like, I know them, and I have actually "Kick Out the Jams" a single.
Kick
that's
out the
really-
jams, motherfucker! They
like-
said motherfucker on a track in the 60s.
It's like 67. They just shout "motherfucker" in it.
Yeah.
But they "Kick Out the Jams," "Ramblin' Rose," "Back in the USA" was a big one, and then they have probably the best cover of Tutti Frutti ever, like the Little Richard Tutti Frutti. It is fucking
Is it popular?
amazing.
Like
It
well
to
known?
me, yeah, it's definitely well known, and it's one of those. I think it's been in soundtracks and stuff like that. They've like snuck in
It definitely
by
has been.
by
So
people
they were called
listening to them.
MC5 because they're from Detroit.
Is there a way we can hear that?
The Motor City 5.
Yeah, I can bring it up.
Yeah.
Detroit,
everyone else here when we
Detroit
hear it?
had punk.
Oh yeah, let's play it. Yeah.
Detroit had
mean, I
punk
can make it, so.
before anyone else did, man.
Yeah.
Detroit
Well,
was
so you
punk
had
before
Def.
before the Sex Pistols
Yeah.
had punk in England.
Yeah.
Detroit had punk rock.
Really?
Yep. And for them to
All
not
right,
be
here
in it,
you
it's
go.
just another weird. Yeah, so we're listening to Tutti Frutti by MC5 right now, so definitely go check it out.
It's definitely been in soundtracks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, really, the rhythm is the punk force.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
That
A little
drummer.
bit of the vocals. A little bit of the vocals.
And
Drummer
this is
totally
a
punk
tamer
rock.
song of theirs, like for sure.
This is the most tame song they
It's like
have.
every
Like
punk
at
song
all,
right there.
but they were like the
fucking
proto
piano,
punk
though,
version of
dude.
like Zappa Mothers. Like they were like out there and weird and just all about the show and all about just giving you a night that you're never going to experience.
Here you go.
ever
Here's
again.
another one.
Yeah, here's Kick Out the Jams. 67.
It's like kind of like reminds you of like James Gang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for them to not be in it and for Green Day to be in it is like a huge slap in the fucking
Yeah,
face.
it's a
like,
weird
a
thing,
huge
yeah.
slap. It'd be like having
Well, you got
John Mayer and not
So
Jerry
like
Garcia.
when did they start doing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I think that was early 80s about. And the rule was you had to be 25 years of having music released. So the first couple of years, it was basically just let's
Right.
get all of the most obvious people in.
Right.
And then you get the problem of now
But-
we're dealing with new things that came
Right.
out, and you got to add them all in, which is, again, this whole
That's
thing
why,
is
though.
pretty total bullshit. Like, it's just another academy of
Yeah.
people giving awards to people that are in
Well,
their
you want
community
to put
to
things
respect.
that are happening now,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
like, the people that are gonna win these things are gonna like be recognized even more for being part of that.
Yeah.
Or tickets are gonna sell for more. I mean, that's all that's all part of it. The whole marketing scheme of everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
my
totally.
favorite Rock and Roll Hall of Famous
What?
story ever is what's his face, Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits.
Yeah.
When Dire Straits got inducted
You know,
into the Rock and Roll
I'm down to get
Sultans,
terrible with-
Sultans of Swing. We're the Sultans. We're the
Oh,
Sultans.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he didn't go.
Yeah.
Money for nothing.
Yeah, money for
He
nothing,
didn't
there you
go. He thought it was bullshit.
You saw
He didn't go.
Yeah.
When his band got inducted in.
He just
How
didn't show
the
up.
ballsy
only
is
time I've
that?
ever seen an
Pretty punk rock.
induction is Rush's induction.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
seen that one?
yeah.
I definitely think I've seen that.
Where
Yeah.
whoever it is, he just goes blah blah blah. He's in the microphone. He goes blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. He literally says blah 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 the entire.
Just kind of, this is all bullshit.
the
This is all
entire-
bullshit. This is all
Well, you ever
bullshit.
see the Zeppelin one where John Paul Jones is like, yeah, I see that Jimmy Page and Robert Plant were on tour last year. No one called me. I would have gone. He basically said at the induction ceremony, he's like, I would play with them, but no one called me about it. I
That's
didn't
insane.
know.
That's
fucking insane. But that kind of then goes back to, like, at least if it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and we're saying it's a lot about attitude in your music, these guys that are in their 60s, 70s getting inducted after 30, 40, 50 years of being involved in shit are getting up there and basically giving the finger to the organization that's honoring them, and that's fucking rock and roll right there.
Right. That is the rock and roll attitude.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It's
crazy.
so weird. It's
Yeah.
just a fucking double negative, the
Yep.
whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Yeah,
but,
you're rock and roll. Yeah, we are rock and roll. Fuck you. Oh,
Yeah.
that's rock and roll.
Yeah.
man.
But now there's, I think rock and roll could just encompass pretty much everything music with the right attitude, and then you have your subgenres. There are watch the School of Rock and literally look at the drawing that Jack Black puts on the fucking chalkboard of the outline of every. That was like the first time I really thought
That
about it.
should
I'm
be
like,
inducted into the rock
that
and roll Hall of Fame.
scene should be. You got about like 10 years, and it can be. It can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see 10, 15 years from now,
Tenacious D.
Jack Black
Yeah.
is up.
Yeah.
Tenacious D is
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
They've
for
been,
sure.
once they've been in band 25 years.
Fucking
Which
And
they're
they've been
about
telling
a
the
band
same
for 25
joke.
years in the next year
They've been
or
telling
two.
the same
right?
joke for
Yeah,
just as long.
like 96,
So,
95, something like that.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
yeah, their whole thing has
That's
just been the same
crazy.
thing.
Yeah,
for
they did an
25
HBO
years.
show where they were like nobody back in the day.
And then they turned
like
it
when,
into the Pick
when
of
Mr.
Destiny.
Show was happening. Yeah, that's where Pick of Destiny was based
Yeah.
out of and all of that.
But it's basically been the same exact story
Yep.
the whole time.
Yep.
For
Right.
every album.
And then you get classics like Wonder Boy thrown
Yeah.
in there, which is one of my favorite.
Yeah, but that
fucking-
even that song is still like
Yeah.
classic. It's still Tenacious D.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Well,
It's
it's a
beautiful.
classic too, right?
It is a classic.
So once
the
they're up,
Pocono
we'll have
Duo
to vote
does
for
it.
them.
It's a classic.
Yep. They
Yeah.
fuck- oh, that is true.
Isn't
That
it
is
true?
Has Ween been
Is that a
inducted?
good song?
Ween?
Oh,
Yeah.
the Pocono Duo does.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, that could be on there as well. All right. Well, hey, before we get too far off the rails, Thank you, everybody that's tuning in live for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. And we hope in the future that you are listening and you can actually hear the full fucking episode.
And not just us talking.
There will be an explanation from Justin and I recorded at a later date explaining that we were fucking punk rock and got kicked off the air, bro. We radio Elvis Costello this shit like it was Saturday Night Live, and we were just like, no, this isn't right. And we pulled the fucking plug on it. Yeah. It would have been cooler if we did that, actually. But I want to say a big thank you to Andy and Walter from Tracksuit Panda for coming out. Again, the 26th, doors, you said 8 o'clock.
Doors at 7.
Doors at 7. Shows at 8. And that's over at the Renegade Winery in beautiful downtown Strasburg, Pennsylvania. We can talk about who that is later, but you know who that is probably. And then just really cool other upcoming shows if you're looking for things to do in the area in November. November 16th, Billy Corgan's going to be playing the Sherman Theater. And sorry, I already got tickets. But get tickets. It's going to be fucking amazing. All right, I didn't get tickets. Miranda's being awesome and saying ignore your birthday next year. I'm buying these tickets. So I was like, fuck yes, let's go. And so that's going to be amazing. And the day before, it's a weekend of wonderfulness. So the 15th in the Sherman Showcase, you're getting The Crowning is going to be one of the opening bands. You have Steve-O and the Crippling Addiction. You have Don't Panic, which is Ted, formerly of Split 50, as Steve-O was as well. And Bigwig is headlining.
No, Steve-O was in...
Steve-O was in Split 50. He was in Jerk Reaction... Or no, Holy Mess. Holy Mess, yeah.
Holy Mess was...
You guys have The Crowning in here yet?
No, we've not. Were you in
that band?
Yeah, you were. You both were? That's great. Well, I saw now that Ace is in it. I was like, all right, I gotta fucking see this shit now. This is gonna be fucking awesome. Other Richard is in the band.
Who's Other Richard?
Rich and Ace have for years been confused for each other because they're about the same height, build. Rich Blackmore and this other kid, because they both
Ace
were
Hendrix?
like Ace Hendrix. Yeah, you know Ace. Yeah. So they're gonna be playing, and then Bigwig is headlining as their first show in the Poconos in over a decade.
As Miranda said, 2003 is back.
2003 is back.
2003 is back, baby.
Brother, it's gonna be fucking
We're going
awesome.
to see Bigwig, and then we're going to see Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, Billy Corgan. At least Billy Corgan. So it's
Smash
great.
Pumpkins. Just smashed.
I really hope he plays some Zwan songs. I know it's. I'm gonna try to make a Zwan shirt. I don't think they sell them
shout
anymore.
out Zwan.
No, yeah. I can't remember any of the songs he recorded, but Zwan put on the J-Lo hat. It was adorable. He used to wear this hat with like a newsboy hat with a big button on it, and it looked like something J-Lo would wear, and like Jenny from the Block. But he wore it during Zwan, so he didn't look like just normal bald Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins. It was a weird decision.
Oh my god! I feel like the baldness is part of the...
Yeah, it works. Totally. After he got rid of the crazy long hair, the baldness definitely fucking works. But yeah, a big shout out to Tracksuit Panda for being here. Yeah, check out the
song was really rad.
Dancing in the Moonlight. It's available on their YouTube, which is also just Tracksuit Panda.
In about 2 to 3 days, it should be available on all the other platforms.
Fuck yeah!
Spotify,
so share that all over the place. Get everybody dancing to that. That better be played at every single fucking Halloween party in the next month. Yeah. If you don't, go fuck yourself.
It'll be played at the Halloween.
It'll be played at my Halloween party for sure. Yes. For sure. As always, a big shout out to our super producer EJ5000 over at Moot.tv for getting us out to you every single week on iTunes and Stitcher. A big shout out to our brother sister. That was a good shot. Our brother sister love podcast. Let me ask you a question. I don't know if anybody that listens to our show has gone and listened to them. It has nothing to do with incest. I'm really hoping somebody like went full on, just going, this is a whole podcast about like brothers and sisters fucking. And it's called Let Me Ask You a Question. And every episode starts with a brother or a sister going up to, or a brother and a brother, going up to a sister and a sister. And be like,
bro,
let me ask you a question. Do you? Yes. All right. Wrap up. 30-second episodes. 30-second episodes. But check that out. And also White Wasabi. They talk about anime on there. They post episodes periodically. But along with our drop every Monday, the Moot.tv drop for us. And Let Me Ask You a Question on iTunes and Stitcher. Big thank you to Mr. Justin Olampado. Olampado, not Olampatum. Olampado for putting this all together.
Thank you, Mr. Justin Olampado.
Olampado. A lump of Play-Doh. Justin, a lump of Play-Doh. That's what you're made out of, right?
Yes.
You're just a lump of Play-Doh with some hair glued to it and a hat.
Makes it really
You're
easy.
You're the most talented Play-Doh I've ever met.
Thanks, dude.
Do you taste like Play-Doh?
I don't know what.
We'll find out later.
Salty.
Salty.
You're gonna fall asleep, but I'm gonna walk in and lick your finger, and then walk out and go, "Yep, it's Play-Doh." But for putting this all together, and as always, big thank you to Mr. Zachary.
Speaking of licking my fingers,
Stormin. All right, that's one of the weirder nicknames you've given yourself, but I appreciate it. As always, we're gonna close with our the best song we've ever written, our closing theme song. We will see you guys next week. Where we are going to have
this week?
Oh yeah, let's sing along. We haven't sung along in a while.
It's been a while.
But we next week are going to be featuring music from Calling Annabelle, which is a band out of Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
Ooh,
gonna get
the
some
Germans
German
on the
rocking.
show.
Yeah.
They fucking know Kraftwerk. They fucking know. They
I
know
bet
it.
they do know
They
Kraftwerk.
they probably have it tattooed on their dicks because their dicks are long enough
See,
to do
who else
it
would they know on
in
this list?
30-point font. All right, so. This is our closing theme song to play us out. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We will see you next week. Again, big shout out to Tracksuit Panda. Go check them out. Check out their music. Check out their shows. We'll be back in a week.
Fuck you.
Bye-bye.
Shit.
Bitch.
Usually he cuts us off, but we're going to sing this time. Moot.tv.
I'm going to try and sing along. I don't know.
All right. There's nothing more egomaniacal than singing the theme music for your own show. Who am I? Kelsey Grammer. If I could only drink like him, we're gonna write a new one every week. Some will be solid, some will be weak. We're gonna write a new one. We got kicked off. Some will be solid, some will total experimental. Shit. The first half of this one was apparently a piece of shit, so they pulled it.
Yeah.
They pulled the whole fucking thing.
Fuckers.
God damn motherfuckers. Whoa, whoa, we're not over, yeah. Now we are. Bye, everybody.
Later.
Tracksuit Panda.
Houston.
Yeah, Whitney.
Albino Native Americans.
That rare
we
fuck,
are.
Fuck Columbus.